Yo boys, what is going on? Welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. I hope your FIFA 21 journey has been going really good so far. Mine, I'm actually really enjoying the game. You know, it's fresh. Everything is fresh. Like, keep the buzz going while it's alive. So this is going to be a little bit of a different video. We're not going to do a pack attack. I'm actually going to talk about trading. Now, in saying that, guys, I found out I'm not a terrible trader. I'm also not going to be like the world's best trader like Nick from the Foot Market or someone like that. I'm going to talk about a few things in this video. One, we all want to make coins. It's simple as that. Like when to buy players, when to sell players and such and such. I'm going to talk about icon flipping because I've actually really enjoyed that in the last few days. You can make some good coins from it if you know when to buy and when to sell, or hopefully when they sell. Another thing I want to talk about is one of the watch cards coming out, I believe, tomorrow or in a few hours whenever you're watching this video. Another thing that I do want to talk about is Player of the Month cards coming up. I believe the La Liga Player of the Month card is coming any day now. I honestly thought it was going to drop today, but it hasn't, so I'm really hoping that that does come out in the next few days. I know the Bundesliga and the Prem Players of the Month are not too far away, but I believe La Liga should be coming first. Now, if this video has helped you in any way, shape, or form, can you please just give this video a like? I'd appreciate that so much. And if you're new to the channel, just subscribe. That helps me out so much more as well. But other than that, legends, let's get into this video and let's make some coins. Alright, so I think everyone should know this with trading. Always got to take in consideration of tax. Tax. And especially when you go higher in player prices, the tax is going to rise and you have to try and upsell that so much more. Say for example, we're going to have a look at my Shevchenko here. I got this Shevchenko at $3.99 and then I sold him about 12 hours later for about $4.39, which I was pretty happy with. I think it was the first icon that I did flip. So let's just take some simple maths. So every 100k you sell a player for, you're going to lose 5k on that. So we're looking at $4.39. So let's just say 400k, that's 20k just like that. Plus on another 40k rounded up, so that would be another 2k. So already we're going to have to sell this player 22,000 more than what we bought it, which we did. So you do 22,000, take away 439, that's going to be 417. So that means, so you look at the 417 difference from the 399, and just like that you've made 18k. If you can't tell already, I actually really like maths. This Kluivert actually flipped in legit like maybe 2 hours, which was unreal. I saw him in the market. I put a bid on him. I got him for, I take photos of all the players that I buy just so I can remember the players' prices. So I got this one for $4.91 and I sold it for $4.39. Alright, for this gigs, I didn't make very much money on him. Honestly, his price really dropped a lot faster than I thought. But I made like 5k off him. Roughly 5k. So I got him for $2.75 and I sold him for $2.95. So the Kocher I got for about $3.10 and I sold for $3.35. Just small profit there as well. Baby Kluivert. Now I'll probably pronounce that wrong. I know people tell me I pronounce players' names wrong all the time. CEO of pronouncing players' names wrong. But anyway, I got this Baby Kluivert for $3.60 and I got him for $4.10. Next we got this Cole. I actually picked up 3 of him. I really like the look of him because I thought, you know, he's a new player and people really want him in his team, in their team. So I actually got 3 for all roughly about $3.80 to $3.85, I believe. And I sold one for $4.49, which is good profit. Saying that, guys, I've still got 2 on the market here. I'm probably going to have to lower their price a fair bit. I'm probably asking for a little bit too much. I'm being a little bit too greedy. I'm going to lower the price here and just get some small, I'll try to get some small wins anyway. But one thing I will say too about icon trading, don't panic if your card doesn't sell in the first like few hours, like 12 hours, even a day or something like that. I've definitely found that, you know, icons are rare. You know, everyone loves to pack an icon, whatever. If you have a look at their graph, like they're literally like a roller coaster sometimes, especially like players that are usable. So I'm hoping that these guys can sell, but if not, I might just break even with these, and these guys will probably be my first loss with icon flipping. Now you might ask me, Alex, which icons do you know what you should buy? So one of the things that I really like to look for is I look at players that I would like to play with in my own team. Players that look fun, you know, people. You want to get players that you know people would want in their starting team. Now, sadly, there is quite a fair few icons that do not like look good at all. Like I'm going to say an example is Inzaghi. Like Baby Inzaghi, his card does not look good at all. Like he doesn't have the good speed. He's got it all right shooting or whatever, but everything else is not very flash. So I don't really want to trade players like that because I know that type of player is not going to be high in demand. Alright, what I'm going to do now is take you through the process, guys, of what I do to sort of find like a cheap or good icon on the market. So let's just say, for example, I'll go, we'll go for Shevchenko, just to keep it simple. So we'll have a look at Shevchenko. We'll go for his mid card because that's what I traded with before. So there is 6 on the market, so there's not a great deal, so which is good because that means the price can fluctuate quite easily. So let's just say 3 players, so let's just say that 3 players go, I want Shevchenko on my team. So they just take the 3 cheapest Shevchenkos off the team, off the market, just like that. All of a sudden, that Shevchenko's price has just risen up like crazy. Okay, so looking at it. The cheapest Shevchenko at the moment is about $438. The second one is going to be that $450. They got a bid on it for $425. But let's have a look at the third one. The third one's going to be $469. So let's just say, for example, we did buy that $438. So keep in mind too, guys, we also want to think about tax afterwards. So if we're going to buy a Shevchenko at $438, we're going to have to sell them for roughly nearly $25K more than what we bought it for to make any profit. So we have to sell 25K more on top of what we listed on to make any profit. Now, this is where I believe players go wrong. They see the cheapest Shevchenko on the market, or whatever player they're looking for, and go, ha, I just got myself a bargain here. So what I always look at is my trendy website here, Footbin, will tell me everything that I need to know if I should buy that player or not. So it's going for $430. What's that one? $438. So we'll scroll down. We're going to have a look at the player's price, the hourly graph. So I'll have a look at today. So we're having a look on the PlayStation because most people play on PlayStation. Xbox and PC users. So we'll have a look at, so earlier today he was about $491, which is actually a fair rise. We had a spike here at $536. Like that's a huge influx of what we're looking at now, and then it would have come down. So what I do is before I buy an icon, I always check Footbin to make sure I'm buying in this low range. Okay, so what we got about $437. So that's going to be quite cheap, and hopefully a couple of Shevchenkos go off the market, and then we can go back up to something high like this. But saying that too, guys, the market's crazy. Like anything can happen. Like someone could pack, let's just say 10 players all pack a Shevchenko each, and we have another 10 Shevchenkos on the market. That's definitely going to drop the market lower because people are going to want to try and sell that card. Hope you guys are making sense of this. Hope I'm making sense of myself. Anyway, so let's go back to the market. So we've got a Shevchenko here for $438. In my personal opinion, I probably would not buy this because I know for a fact that I got one for under $400K a couple of days ago. If I waited out, we could get something similar. But let's say we did get this for $438, and it's off the market. The second cheapest one is going to be this $450. When you list the player too, I will say never list it for the lowest amount. I always go for maybe the third or maybe even fourth card in line. So we've got our Shevchenko for $438. So we need to sell it for roughly $25,000 more. So let's round that up to, we want to sell it for at least $465 at least. So the third one is going to be that $469K. So which is good. So let's just say, for example, we take this card and another player takes this card. All of a sudden, the cheapest card on the market is just going to be this $469 card. So I would even list this. Let's just say I bought this. I would even try and list that for maybe like that maybe even that $480 mark, and just hold out, and we'll see if anyone actually buys it. So legit, all it takes is 2 people to go, I'm going to buy this Shevchenko, and just like that, you have the cheapest Shevchenko on the market. Now, I'm saying all that too, it doesn't work as easy as that. It comes down to like if people actually want to buy it or not. It's a patient, it's a waiting game. It doesn't happen just like that. So I know I've had icons on the market for a day or two, just waiting for people to actually buy it. So like I said during the start of the video or whatever, make sure you're patient with your icons and don't be silly. Always do your research before you go. Okay, that's enough about icon trading. What I want to talk about now is actually La Liga Player of the Month card and who to invest in. So these are the 7 players that got nominated. I think only 3 players really stand out to me. That's going to be Suarez, Aspas, and Ansu Fati. I think, honestly, Suarez will get it. The hype about him is real. I think he's absolutely killing it for Atletico. And there's a lot of Barca fans that still love him. And I think there'll be still a lot of players that would do his SBC. So I did a rough design of what the player card might look like. So we did get an inform though last week, but I still think EA will give him this card. So he's going to have an 89 rated striker card. I've given him a couple of small boosts, but still he's not going to be a major dangerous card just because he lacks that speed. You know, it could be a decent cam though, guys, if you're looking for that. I know that's not the card design. I actually can't find the official La Liga Player of the Month card design, but I think that looked pretty cool. Now, I'm going to go back to FIFA 20 to have a look at the Player of the Month SBCs when they dropped. So I remember the first one that did drop was actually the big boy Pucanator, the 84 striker. That was only 17k, and that was actually a really fun SBC to do. But Suarez is going to be a lot better than the Pucanator. He's going to probably be a little bit better than Martinez too, because one, he has a better league, even though that Martinez card was very good. We're probably going to be looking similar to more like this Robert Lewandowski, that 90 rated striker for Bayern. So what you needed to do for that was 165k squad. I think it was 1 squad, could have been 2. Footbin is not working for me to get the past SBCs, which is annoying. But I do feel that Suarez will be fairly similar to this price range. So let's talk about what players you want to invest in to get this SBC. Now, before we get into the players of the La Liga Player of the Month, even though Ansu Fati is from the La Liga, I don't think he's going to be a requirement. I don't think there's going to be a team of the week or anything like that, because I think that'll be quite rough from the EA. I've just bought a few of these because I actually think this player's price is really going to spike when the full game is released. So I bought a few of these guys between 31k, like 33k. I think already too, he might be going for about 35k. I could be wrong, but I think when the full game comes out, which will come out in like a few hours or whatever, I believe players are going to want this card. And now he's no longer in packs anymore, so that will make him more valuable. But the players we want for the La Liga Player of the Month is going to be players like this. I've got a few David Silvas. I've also got a few PKs. I've also got a few Parejos. I got a Varane. That was just from trading, because I believe his price will go up because of the meta. I've got a Koke, and I've got a few 83 rated players as well that might go up, 84. So I've actually got a lot of players invested for this SBC. I've got a Skulls there that's should sell. Hopefully it sells. Now, one of the things that really caught my eye with some of these more high rated players is the cost. I was looking at like David Silva, like I got him for 8k, like 8k for a walkout. I remember last year in FIFA, like some of these 86 rated players, they fluctuated like crazy depending on SBCs. So like even for example, I have 10 David Silvas, and all of them could rise maybe like 5k. And if you sell 10 of them, you just made an extra 50k just from holding on. I did buy these David Silvas probably maybe 4 days ago now. Maybe four or 5 days ago. But anyway, I believe if it is Suarez, he's definitely going to rise in price. Same with PK. I didn't grab a whole bunch of PKs because he was just a little bit too expensive for my liking. So he was like 9.3. But one of the players that I really did like looking at is Parejo. He was about 5.5. 4.6. 5.6. Yeah, 4.7. So a bit all over the shop. So I've definitely been patient to hold on. If the La Liga Player of the Month does not drop tomorrow, I would definitely recommend buying some players like this if they're not super crazy high on the market already. Even if the La Liga Player of the Month card doesn't drop, you're going to need some high-rated players down the track anyway, so I wouldn't go crazy and just sell them all, just have coins in your pocket. I'll just wait it out a little bit and we'll just see if there's a good SBC coming our way where you're going to need some high rated players. Even some players that I would probably invest in is maybe the 83 to 82. I was actually looking at Asensio. Let's have a look. I was looking at the boy Asensio today. I reckon he was going for like 1.9k. Oh, I hate this menu. This menu drives me crazy. How you guys enjoying the new menu? Far out, Brussels sprout. Wow, he's going for 1,200. I actually might just stock up and buy a whole bunch of these guys. Like, honestly, if there's like a La Liga Player of the Month card that drops, definitely get on some players like this. 1,200. I might just buy a couple and, not 1,100, surely not. Oh, what? For an 82 rated player. Boys, definitely jump on board this. Yeah, okay, fair call. Because he's definitely going to be a player that goes up in price. Look at that, I've convinced myself I'm going to buy just a stack of Asensios. I can't get them. It looks like someone else is doing this as well. Someone else is filming a trading video. How dare they? Oh, at least we got one. Okay, so I just got a little carried away and I just got about 50 Marco Asensios for 1.1k. Hopefully his price will rise tomorrow, maybe even for marquee matchups. Okay, now to finish off the video, I just want to quickly talk about ones to watch cards. I've got a couple of Gareth Bales during like division rivalry awards, so I got two for about 83k each. Now his price has already gone back up to those low 90s. I think he's up to about 91k at the moment. So what I'll be looking at is maybe investing in players gold cards who are going to get one to watch cards. So I just got a couple of Gareth Bales. There's also other players that are going to get ones to watch cards as well. Players are going to go up in price. The sole fact is there's going to be no more supply of their gold version. They're all going to be ones to watch. Now another thing with the ones to watch, I saw someone found the code there's going to be 2 teams for one to watch. I don't think FIFA's ever done that before. So you can probably imagine Gareth Bale. I feel like Gareth Bale will be the type of player who will be in this team 1. So EA can try and sell as many packs as possible. It could be like a couple of the big players. Could be like Bale and Werner in Team 1. Then week 2, it could be like Sane and Havertz. So that way EA can constantly keep on selling packs. So my advice to you guys is I wouldn't go crazy. I'm only going to buy maybe one card each in the next probably like half an hour or so of like all the players who are going to get a ones to watch card. So I might possibly buy myself a Havertz if his price isn't too crazy at the moment, because I do feel like these gold players' prices will rise. They won't rise straight away. They might take 2 or 3 or 4 days, but they definitely will rise because they're going to be the ones to watch cards should be in packs for at least a week. Then Team 2 will be out for another week. Alright guys, I think that's everything that I want to talk about with trading. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. It was fun to make. I actually enjoy the trading side of FIFA. It's just like a stock market. You constantly got to look at it. If this helped you at all, please like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to see more videos of trading tips, just put that in the comments. Because I wouldn't mind trying to do a little bit more stuff like this to help the community out. But other than that guys, enjoy the rest of your day or night, and I'll see you guys for another video soon.